Hey everyone, Amanda back at it again, gardening. I'm in my mother's garden and she has like fallen ill a little bit, like physically ill, so she wasn't really able to upkeep her garden, so I'm going to help out with that. And it's really overgrown and lots of weeds and grasses, so I'm gonna rip them up. But also I got these really cute plants that I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm gonna put them in her garden as well. And yeah, so I'll show you the plants real quick. The phlox is so beautiful. I mean, you could just smell it. I love the smell of it. And that bright pink, and it, like the mature growth, gets a little purple. It's not picking up on the camera very much, but it's neat. I like how it gives you more than just one color. So I got two of those. It is called Luminary Ultraviolet by the Big PW, Proven Winners. And over here, I kind of got this neat yellow blooming flower here. I like the lacy type of leaves that it has. It's a different texture. Let me just pull it out. Yeah, that looks neat, right? And this is actually grown by a local greenhouse in my area. I got this at my local nursery, Trail Gardens, Credidalis lutea. Shade to part shade is, yeah, which is what this area is. I mean, it looks like a lot of weeding, and yes, I'm going to be doing a lot of weeding, but a lot of these are, like, there's some grasses, and then there's this pokeweed. Right, this is a pokeweed that I really want to eradicate out of here. But if I could get some of these plants in today. Oops, oh, it didn't break. Okay. And this section right here, you probably can't see it, but like there's a walkway right here, and then it kind of goes around and then around. Ooh, there. And I just saw lightning. Anyway. So if I could get that weeded, at least this section weeded, I would be so happy. But I think the weather has a different plan. So I just got home and I wanted to tackle this project. So this might end up being a multi-day project. Yesterday I was out ready to work and it also started raining. So I was like, that's that. So hopefully I can get some work in today. To the flowers. This is a type of aster. Isn't this a type of aster? Color wheel. Stokes aster. So I got two of these. So I have a Jacob's ladder. I love the ferny type of leaves. And then it also gets these blue blooms on them. This is actually a native plant. This blue one here, and I think it's kind of pretty. I like it. It's kind of pretty. Yeah, Eupatorum colestianum. Okay. But pretty little blooms. Light blue. Yeah, I don't know, that looks scary to me. I don't like this kind of weather. I really don't. I have like a phobia of storms, so. Oh. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Just get my stuff. This is such a bummer. Yeah, I gotta get my stuff. And I don't know. Oh no, and here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. Ah! Here we go, here we go. Yeah, so it's pouring out, and hopefully it will only last like a few minutes, and then I could go back out. If not, I'm just gonna try again tomorrow. Check out my new area that I'm working on. Ooh, it's gonna be pretty. So it's a new day. It's not raining. We had a little bit of rain earlier today, but it looks like the skies are pretty clear. Not expecting any rain anytime soon. so I can continue with the work in my mom's garden here and help her clean it up and plant some fun, beautiful things and all that jazz. Phliatris is absolutely stunning. Look at that. There's a bee on it. So there are some things in here that are blooming, but ooh, lots of weeds. And the hydrangea is beautiful. Love it. But yeah, lots of pokeweed. I'm trying to get rid of that. But if I could do this section right in here, that would be a great help for right now. So I'm actually hand weeding a lot of this, pulling it up. It's pretty easy to pull up the grass, that is, and I would rather pull up the grass than just cut it and put mulch over it, because that way you get it by the roots. But it's emerging little by little. There's my weeded pile. I got pokeweed in here, which is what this is. I got some wild strawberries. And I know I have Virginia creeper in here too. Pulled a lot of that up. Yeah, you can see the brunnera that I have there is kind of emerging a little bit. Oh gosh, look how big those leaves are. But yeah, this pokeweed is going, and I'm not throwing it over into a compost pile. It's getting put in a plastic bag so it can not self-seed, because this stuff is a nightmare. Gnarly roots. What is that of? Ah, this is some type of a vine. That should be poison ivy or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, those roots are kind of gnarly. Okay, so I just wanted to sit down and have a little bit of a drink. Non-alcoholic, of course. But I just wanted to tell you, if you guys have an area that's just like got wild this year, don't beat yourself up over it. You know, you don't have to play keeping up with the Joneses or keeping up with quote-unquote influencers and stuff. Life happens. Okay, you know, like I said, this is my mom's garden. This is her baby. She's the one that created it, first of all, and it was beautiful. It was so beautiful, and she did a very good job with it. The pathways are so charming, and once I clean this up you could see more, but life happened. Like, this was a shade garden. You see that tree? It's missing a huge trunk, if you will. So now it's like more of a sunny location, but I mean, we could still plant like ferns and stuff like that in there, but it has more sun than it originally planned. So I mean, and that, when that branch came down, that's a beast. That's a beast of a branch, right? It's not little. It damaged a lot in my mom's garden. So that was kind of a downfall. And then earlier this year we had part of the garden ripped up because we had to get a new water line installed. Like, the whole line was installed, and you know, things happen like that. We had the Canadian wildfires that just made our air quality so poor. It was dangerous to be outside. My mom is suffering from some physical issues, and she can't do what she wanted to do here, and you know, that's okay. That's okay. So the thing is like, life happens. Don't beat yourself up if you got some weeds in your garden, okay? You know, if it's a little unbearable, maybe ask somebody to help you out, or you know, if you have like neighborhood kids or something that could use a few extra bucks, you know, like, just don't beat yourself up over it. It happens. So another reason not to beat yourself up over is because come winter they all die back. And then the next year you can start fresh again. All right, so making some progress here. Doesn't look like much, but I can see brown earth, the soil now. Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing is, like, don't garden in your sandals like I do. I kind of just like go outside and it's like, what I have on is what I have on. These are fake Birkins. I will not buy expensive shoes. These probably are like 12 bucks. I will not buy expensive shoes because I know myself. I go out in the garden and they get dirty. Or is it best to rip them up? Oh, it's best to rip them up. Yeah, it's best to rip them up. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I gotta get a new bag. But I am gonna try, I got some room in that bin. And I am gonna try and cut some of this pokeberry down. Even if you can't pull it out, if you could cut your weeds before they go to seed everywhere, that would help a lot too. Okay, look at the pile of weeds. You kind of see a garden forming, right? Like, there are plants under there. So this is just a big mess with these pokeweeds. That's what, like, the dominant thing is, the pokeweeds. All right, yeah, I cleaned up some of that pokeweed. That's the major thing in this garden, is the pokeweed. It's insane. But all right, pulling up the grasses here. Pulling up the grasses. I'm glad that the soil is very wet. It's always easier to pull up weeds when it's wet. Especially grasses. Grasses, they got a heck of a root system on them. I'm redoing the pathways. I mean, obviously not today, but we're redoing the pathways. Getting a stonework in and setting it. So we will prevent a lot of these weeds from coming up again. Now this is a lily I don't really care for. Ugh. Yes, I got it. Woo! Weeding is such hard work. It really is. You're bent over, pulling. Oh, it's humid out. My hair looks weird. Yeah, they're easy to pull up when they're young. There we go. Yeah, I got a big one. Whoa. Nice. Nice. So, day 3 of this project. This is taking a lot longer than anticipated. What happened yesterday is my bunny Zeke, my pet bunny, he became sick. So they came outside in the garden, my parents, and they were like, hey, Zeke's sick and he's not moving. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know. For those who don't know, I have a pet bunny named Zeke, and bunnies are prone to getting what they call GI stasis, and that can be like really fatal to a bunny. So it's important that, you know, I take care of him right away. And but today he's all happy, he's all better. He's zooming around, running around, and that's always a good sign. So back to gardening. Yeah, hi Sammy, did you come to visit? Hi baby. So, but yeah, I was cutting a lot of things down, and I think I'm actually going to have to separate some things too in the long run. But that's great because that's free plants. Yeah, I got this at Walmart. This is Pachysandra, right? This is a perennial in my area. It's a great ground cover, and it's evergreen too. And it does bloom like these little yellow, white flowers, but really people just use it as a ground cover. So I'm gonna love it in this area. Love it. Oh, I got these tall weeds to get through. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can rip it up. Get it by the root. Ooh. Alright, that wasn't bad. Oh, look how flat it is. That's funny. It's like taking the shape of like being in between the bricks. Okay, so last one. Oy, 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 oy. There we go. The vines that come with it. Woo. Yeah, there's also this bee balm here, but it really gets like powdery mildew, and it kind of grew outside of the like walkway here, it went onto the walkway, so we were really not crazy about it, so I'm just gonna rip it up. We'll get better plants in there. Alright, and actually this is a verbascum. It's a beautiful flower. It's done blooming. What it will do is occasionally put on like little blooms like this on the top of the stalk, but it's pretty much spent. So I'm going to be cutting those down as well. I got like 2 bunches right there and this clump right here. So there's more. They're scattered around. They self-seed. They're a great flower though. Okay, so for doing that chore, I'm going to use these pruners that I got from Pink Lady. The description is down below. I use these for pretty much everything right now. They've been holding up. They're really sturdy. I took the grips off of them. They're removable, and I kind of like that, so it works for me. Alright, so I got it weeded out for good enough for right now, for what I'm going to be doing. And I'm losing light, and I'm like, I just want to get these plants in. I am going to get these dang plants in, and it's going to look wonderful today. So now it's design time. That's the fun part. gonna take this blue flower. It has a lighter green color too with the leaves. And I'm gonna put it right here. Somewhere in there. It's gonna fall over, but you get the idea, right? Oh yeah. That way it's gonna break up some of the pink. Like with... Hey! Can anybody guess what day it is? It is officially day 5 of this project. A lot longer than expected. Yesterday what happened was my camera, if I'm filming, it tends to make it appear lighter than it is in person. So when I'm planting at like 8 o'clock at night, it tends to be brighter in the camera than it actually is in person. But I did get some things planted, and I'm working on the mulch right now, so I'm gonna wrap up the mulch and get some things planted right here. So I actually extended a little bit of the garden that I wanted to cover, and that's fine. And that's also what takes me a little bit longer. Alright, there is a praying mantis right there. That's kind of cool. They're around. What, I had like 3 of them that I saw yesterday alone. Yeah, so this area looks so much better. I mean, you can actually see that there's a pathway there. I actually went to Lowe's today and I tried to see if I could find some stuff for it, but they were out of it. So I'll just have to keep my eye open. But anyway, the mulch just sets off all these plants here. And I'm actually just gonna walk up here and just turn around this way because I felt like I was talking a lot pointing from the other direction. But yeah, the pachysandra, the stilbees, the coral bells. I got these. I didn't break. I divided these up, these ajugas, and they have a really pretty purple bloom, and they'll spread. They're a nice ground cover. Jacob's ladder. Vixia. Hopefully that comes back. It is a perennial in my area, but sometimes it doesn't perform well, so hopefully this time it does. Oh, and this yellow flower here. That's so neat. So cheerful. But I love the pachysandra because it's an evergreen. And I'm already thinking of winter and what things are going to look like. Love the liatris back there. It's so pretty. some more. I planted this blue one here. I really like this. This is a pretty flower. It's definitely more blue in camera. It's definitely more of a baby blue. And yeah, in 5 days I got all of this done. Oh boy. There is a little bit that I want to do, kind of like where the mulch bags are right there. There's some plants I want to plant around and put some mulch down. That way that area can just be like finished, and I'll show you what that will look like. Oh yay, so much better, so much better. But this is an area I'm going to work on right here. Better view. I did plant the phlox. So nice. Bright color. I wanted an evergreen here too because I like having evergreens on the like edges of things, and I'll probably put, I have another one, I'll put one right here because this is actually a pathway that goes into the gazebo. These have self-seeded here. My gosh, they're cone flowers, and like I'm cool with that because I'm going to be digging up a few, actually all of them, because they'll get too tall for right here, and put them on my bank in front of the house. They'll be amazing for next year when they bloom too. So, but yeah, over here. This smells, ooh, hello. And what kind are you? And what kind of butterfly are you? Beautiful. Yeah, but with this one here, with this bush here, oh, it smells like honey. It is so nice. And the phlox right down below here, oh, the fragrance is going to be great. And so, yeah, I think Veronica is much better than salvia. It doesn't really split. Has some, the pollinators just love it too. So, I mean, this is obviously spent, but I mean, this is like a new bloom right here. Very beautiful. I also have some coreopsis with some cheerful yellow and another Veronica right there. And I just want to get these planted and put some mulch in here. Just, yeah, this is that way. This way is like the back way to the shade garden from our driveway here. Sorry, I'm stuttering. Oh yeah, that looks so much better already. But anyway, that way it can help define like the path that I am creating. Okay, now we use this naturally as a path, but this was all dug up because of a water line. So it's in the process of doing a makeover. But yeah, I'll be really excited to get this in and finished. it's done and my battery's about to die, so I'm just gonna zoom through this real quick, edit the video, and get it uploaded for y'all because it has been 5 days.